Oh, yeah. It's in it. All right. So we have 2 nights. We have 13 matches, and we do confidence points. So we're doing all nights combined. So 13 down to 1. You can only use the number once. Most confident, you would put your 13 on. Least confident, you would put 1 on. And that's basically the rules. It was announced that I don't know if Mike believes this, but there was a match already. Sometimes what's going to start the show? What's going to start the show? They announced it already a while ago that it's going to be Cena and Austin Theory.
Before we get into this,
okay,
I have a swerve planned for today. Actually,
I'm ready.
This isn't a mano a mano title defense for you. This is a triple threat. So, something happened right before we logged on. My wife was looking at the card, who hasn't watched in quite some time, at least regularly. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to write my picks down, and I want you to announce them on the air. She's throwing her hat in the ring. So I have not only my picks, but I have Dana's picks and some of her confident points. Not all of them, because I forgot to tell her about them. But I do have her highest, her 2 highest, and her 2 lowest. And I'm just going to fill in the rest.
Uh-oh.
This is now a triple threat.
This is a handicap match.
It's not a handicap match. It's not a handicap match. I swear. I want to beat her just as bad as I want to beat you.
Of course, I'm completely down for this.
Yes.
I figured do this.
She just didn't want to be on camera because she has a kid to take care of.
All right. Yeah. She's in triple threat. We're starting off the night, allegedly. John Cena, Austin Theory. I mean, unless Paul Heyman comes brushing down saying, if I'm not on first or I'm not on last, I'm on first, and Lesnar comes out or whatever, even though it's like the next night, right? Lesnar just wants to get the hell out of there. He's just like, no, I'm on night 1. Let me beat Omos real quick, and then I'm going to skedaddle.
Right.
All right. But no, we have Cena and Theory. Theory is the U.S. champ. Would you like to start this off? Do you want Dana to start this off, or would you like I to start this?
I mean, I'll start it, and as I do my picks, I'll do her picks as well.
All right, sounds good.
So this is interesting. I go back and forth on it a lot, actually. The thing is, if like where this match is placed, I think is going to be like kind of a giveaway, sort of. If it's in the middle, probably Theory's going to win, you know. I don't think Cena loses in LA, and I don't think Cena loses to Theory. So I'm putting 4 points on John Cena to walk out as U.S. champion. Cena 4. Now Dana she wasn't the most confident, and she wasn't the second most confident in this match, nor was she the least confident or second least confident. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say her pick, and then I'm just going to throw a motherfucking point on there. I don't know what point, but I'm going to throw a motherfucking point on it. When I was talking to her, she seemed more than average confident in this. So I'm going to give her a 7, and she also picked John Cena. So I'm going to give her a 7.
All right. So my first theory of the night. I think by the end, and I get this might be popular. I've heard a couple people say. I think by the end of Monday night that Jay White is going to be the U.S. champion.
That ain't happening.
I don't, and I don't think that John Cena needs to win the U.S. title and then drop it because he would need to. I don't think he's going to be the U.S. champion, go away for. So Cena wins the title, comes out Monday night, does the open challenge, loses the title. But then I was thinking about it. I was like, Cena doesn't need to do that. You know what would be better? Is if Austin Theory beat John Cena, and then he comes out on Raw and does the open challenge like he's done in the past, and Jay White answers it, and he loses to Jay White. He beat John Cena. You debut Jay White. He's the U.S. title. That's one of my theories. No matter what, I have Austin Theory winning this match. I feel like there's storyline-wise and anything else, nothing else makes sense, especially if they're going to do Cena and Logan Paul. I just don't see. I get it. It's John Cena. I don't have a crazy. Again, I said before we made I think maybe it was before we recorded. My 5-1 confidence picks, I all think can flip. I have 5 on this. So this is, I guess,
of those picks, you are the most confident on that.
This is my most confident of my least.
You least think this flips.
But I have 5 on Austin Theory.
All right.
I don't know about the whole, but I think if Jay White debuted, I think putting the U.S. title on him would be a good idea, and I think
it would be.
I think that whole transition would be good.
Do you get a bigger impact if he beats Theory or if he beats Cena? I don't think Jay White is going to debut at all, to be honest with you. I really don't.
It could definitely not happen. And even if not, someone else could challenge. And
right.
Dude, they only got Cena one time to promote this. I was going to call it a premium live event. It's WrestleMania. They got him once in his hometown. You think they're going to get him? Crazy. You think they're going to get him on Saturday and then also on Monday? I don't know. If they could, that's great, but I don't think so. So I think
maybe he dropped it me too.
I had a lot original. This is one where I had way more on this original. This is close to like 9 territory originally, but I brought it down just because it's John Cena, and I don't know. I do have a suspicion that Jay White might be coming. All right. We got one down. Next up, again, I'm not looking forward to this one that much. But again, hey, we got to get everyone a payday here. We have the 4-way match with Braun and Ricochet, the Street Profits, Alpha Academy, and the Viking Raiders. And I'll be starting this one off. This is one that's a little tricky. We just said a little bit ago, I don't think half of these tag teams are going to be tag teams for very long, i.e. America Alpha and Street Profits. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. And I feel like they're building up like Ricochet and Braun, at least maybe for the first title defense for, spoiler, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, they're not going to win.
But also in that sense, I was thinking like, so if Sami and KO win, you want some big heels. So it kind of makes me lean a little bit Viking Raiders in this whole scenario, but I can't pick them for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, don't waste your points, please.
It makes sense, but I feel like there's somebody who will get like the second title defense. They'll win a number 1 contenders match on fucking SmackDown or something in like a month and a half. I think for now, I don't know. For a casual fan watching, I guess maybe they would just make the Street Profits win. But I feel like there's something they have behind Ricochet and Braun. I don't know. And I don't know how much I should put on it.
Is this 1 through 5 again?
This is yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. It's that women. There's that women's match, and the Bianca Asuka match. Becky and friends, and they're the three that I'm like.
That should be a stable name.
Becky and friends.
I like that. I like that. It's really good.
All right, I'm going to put.
What are you doing, silly?
What am I doing? I'm making a great pick right now. I'm going to stick what I have written here. I'm doing 2 on Braun and Ricochet.
Wow.
Okey-dokey.
This is going to be under a B&R because Braun and Ricochet is just a nightmare to write down.
I did it.
And you put 2?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll get Dana's out of the way here. This I thought was interesting talking to her because I named all of these guys and she's like, I only know Braun. Like this is how casual she is. She's not very familiar with Chad Gable and Otis. I'm shocked at she knows of the Street Profits. She didn't see enough of them. She knows that they're popular, and she had no idea who the fuck the Viking Raiders were. She did tell me that both showcase matches she is the least confident in. So for that, I am going to make this one a 1-pointer for her. But she did pick Braun Strowman and Ricochet.
I was gonna say since she knows Braun, like she had a pick. Braun, right?
Well, that's because I was also in her ear. That's because I don't see how there's a chance in hell the Street Profits lose. They haven't won at WrestleMania in my recollection. And I think before you break those guys up, you want them to get this win. It's not for anything, so maybe you don't need the win, but still, if you, the best tag team on that brand, can't beat these teams, then are you really the best tag team on that brand?
Do you get a title shot with this?
No, I mean, if you do, it wasn't announced.
I thought they announced that.
No, unless I missed it.
If they announced a title shot, I don't think the Street Profits win.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think.
I could have sworn they announced there was a title shot.
They might have. I have been really bad with actually watching the shows.
But I just don't think the Street Profits and KO and I don't know. I feel the one team I feel like definitely is not winning at all is American Alpha.
Yeah, no, there's too much going on there. Maybe we see M&M. Oh my God, maybe we do see Maximum Male Models today.
It's the only thing I care. I don't even care about losing the title at this point. If we get Maximum Male Models,
yeah, it's what everybody wins.
Somehow in that match, night 1, I'm done. This is great.
Yeah, everybody wins. But yeah, I guess that is a big factor is if they announce that this was for a title shot. But either way, Street Profits, I'm putting 5 points on it.
Alrighty. Moving right along. You'll be starting this one off. We have the Visionary, Seth freaking Rollins versus Logan Paul.
So I'll give this one to Dana. Dana, what do you think? Oh, I don't know. I really know Logan Paul, but I also really love Seth Rollins. She went with Seth Rollins. Now I'm trying to again, it's not one of her 2 most confidence points, so It's also not one of her 2 least confidence points, so I'm trying to figure out like how she answered it. I'm gonna give her an 8 on Seth Rollins.
All right, 8.
Yeah. So
That.
as for me, I also have Seth Rollins, and I'm also pretty confident about this. I'm actually gonna jump this up to a 10 for me.
You'd be, even though I'm pretty confident in it. He's in my bottom 5 of my least confident with this one.
Really?
All right, I'm just gonna say I have Seth Rollins.
Are you okay? Are you drinking?
I
mean, I know you're drinking, but have you been drinking?
This is Logan Paul, and he hasn't had a win in a while.
Who?
Logan Paul. Logan Paul is coming up on like a year. His contract's up. Blah blah. I mean, they're giving him, but I know he's gonna like. We saw his entrance kind of like leaked out there already. He's doing like a zip line entrance or whatever. That's like his big moment. I think like Seth Rollins is going to win this match. I just think again, crazier things have happened. There could be some kind of interference, not seen, something. It's WrestleMania. It's Hollywood. It's Logan Paul. I'm not against you putting 10 on it either. It's like I kind of want to do it, but I'm just a little weirded out by it since he's a very influential with getting eyeballs on the product. So, but I don't see how they knock Seth Rollins down here because I feel like he's going to be having some nice programs coming up, maybe with titles being free and not strapped to just one person anymore. Maybe we get a Seth and Roman and all that stuff. And just imagine Roman already beat Logan Paul. The line's there for him. If Seth loses to Logan Paul, when they have that promo that night with him and Roman, and he brings up like losing to like social media and I would just make Logan win just so we could have that moment. So I think that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I kind of want Logan Paul to win this match, but I'm picking Seth Rollins for confidence points.
Logan doesn't give a shit about winning in the WWE. He doesn't give a shit. I truly believe, and as great as he has looked in his very few matches, I think he is there to collect the paycheck. I don't think he loves to do it. If you hear him talk about his contract status, he walks around like a shit don't stink. He's like, I mean, come on. They have to sign me. You know, like, fuck off, dude. I hate you and your whole goddamn family, and I hope you two never reproduce if you haven't already.
I listened to him get interviewed by Ariel today, and he was saying, like, if anyone came up to him, like one of the wrestlers, and said, like, oh, you don't respect this or whatever, that he would, like, throw down with them, basically. And I was like, oh, you're such a douchebag.
He's a douchebag. I hope everything that Seth Rollins has said about him during this feud has been a shoot, because it's all fucking true.
I really don't think he.
Well, aside from that, it's going to be a great match. It's going to be. I can't wait.
I mean, a lot of people are saying it could definitely
might steal the show.
Steal the show. I
steal it.
I could see it happening. All right, we're moving along.
Becky and Friends.
Becky and Friends. Do I get to start this one?
You do.
These are all the ones that I didn't have filled out at the bottom 3. So I'm going to stick with what I have. No, I'm going to swap 3 and 1. I'm putting 1 on this. I'm taking Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus. And I don't even know why if I'm putting 1 on it, because I kind of think Damage Control could win this. I don't know. I think they need a win, but also at the same time, I feel like they could also be coming to an end. So I'm leaning that
really?
way.
Already, huh?
I feel like, in SummerSlam last year, and I feel like Bailey could take the pin and then they could turn on her. I feel like we're getting the Trish. Trish is definitely turning on Becky and Lita at some point. I don't think it happens at the show after they win. It could. Maybe it happens on Raw.
Could happen
I don't
after.
know. I just took a casual approach to this. That's why I'm only putting one on. It's like a casual fan watching, and Trish Stratus and Lita and Becky Lynch, WrestleMania. I don't know. I have one on Becky, Lita, and Trish.
I have one as well. I have it on Damage Control, though. I do think the turn comes during the match. Just not that confident it does. I love this. We've differed on 3 of the 4 matches so far, which is way more than I thought we were gonna have.
And it's great because they're all. I hope it does. I hope it
could, like, all of these could go the other way.
I hope it continues because I feel like we're gonna start just. I feel like our top.
We're gonna get a long run where we're just like, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Your boys got a match.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna put one on Damage Control. Dana also went with Becky and friends. I'm gonna be nice and put her at a 3, I guess.
All right. And all right, I'm just line up. All right. So we keep it moving. Oh boy. This is the one I'm looking forward to. Look at that photoshopped face of Dominik there in this one. Oh wow. Wow. Yes, we have father versus son, Ray versus Dominik. I think you have the otters on this one.
This is me. Look, man, it's crazy, dude. Like a year ago, what were these two doing a year ago? They were beating Logan Paul and they were losing to Logan Paul and The Miz, right? And like I would have been like, I was probably the happiest dude, you know.
Probably the happiest dude.
Probably the happiest dude. And now here I am. Here I am, man. Just like Ray Dominik, man. I am, as much as I have like loved Dominik's performance this year, I really want Ray to beat his ass. I really do. But then like this is how I'm thinking. Like I really wish I could stay offline for like 2 weeks during these things because I don't want to know anything. So like, you have this talk about Vicky Guerrero coming in after July whenever she leaves AEW, and it's like, oh my god, is she gonna do a little something with these guys? She's already said that she wishes she does. She already said that she keeps in touch with Rhea Ripley and somebody else, I think Ray or Dominik, one of them. It's like, man, what do you want to do? Then I like take that information, I put it into this information. I'm like, would it make sense for Ray to win this? Would it make sense for Dominik to win this more? Is Ray going to retire? He's going in the Hall of Fame tonight. I don't know. I, however, think that... Oh, and also, Triple H is high on Dominik. What the fuck? However, despite all of that, I am going to go Dominik. I think Dominik beats Ray. And I think I think the feud kind of continues. Maybe it takes a little break, but I feel like they like go to like maybe like reignite it during SummerSlam, so maybe Ray gets his win back or something. Or maybe Ray just doesn't want to beat his fucking son. I don't know. But I am going for WrestleMania. I think Ray gives his moments at Dominik. That was really hard to pick though, because like, are you gonna have Ray lose the weekend he gets inducted to the Hall of Fame? I'm gonna go Dominik though. I'm gonna put fuck. I guess I'm putting 2 on it. Dana is on the Ray train, and she's going to put, because I fucking said so, 4.
4. There is a point in my first draft where I had 9 points on Dominik.
Wow.
When I think about this feud, I just think about what happened. Break it down, really. Just think about what happens if Rey Mysterio wins, and think about what happens if Dominik Mysterio wins, and think about where it goes from there. If Rey wins, is it just like a WrestleMania moment to teach his son a lesson after, I mean, we just got the match made 2 weeks ago? It doesn't seem. I think the better story is Dominik coming out in a fucking purple lowrider at WrestleMania. I mean, we're gonna get the spot from, what is that? Is it 25? We're gonna get the chair spot with Damian Priest, I think.
Oh, like the Eddie thing.
Yes, I think we're gonna get that. I think Dominik Mysterio is him winning this match by any means necessary, I think, is the way that this storyline needs to go. I think it does no benefit at all for Rey Mysterio to win this match. That's why I was so and I started just knocking it down a little bit because it's Mania and the faces go over, happy moments. I think we're going to get some of our happy moments, but I don't think this needs to be one of the happy moments.
How many did you point on that?
I'm going to throw 6 on Dominik.
6 on that. So why the change of point amount? I mean, you still seem very confident that Dominik. So why did you go from 9 to 6?
I kept bouncing around with, I had certain people lower and just got more. I had people that I'm taking now, I originally had in their slots at 5, 4, and 3, and now I have them up at 10, 9, and 8. I just had it's gonna get pretty interesting. All right, co-main event time. Got another Judgment Day match here. So we got Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. Do I start this one now?
All in your court, sir. Yes.
Oh my! Well, come on, dude. This is my girl. 3 years later, she's gonna get her win. Everything. This is why Charlotte got the title put on her. We're all leading to this moment. She won it from position 1 at the Rumble. She might not be the main event, but she's the co-main event. Yeah, this is Rhea Ripley. This is Rhea Ripley time. It's so weird. She's like a face and a heel at the same time in 2 different storylines. She's got a badass theme song. I can't wait to hear it and rock out to it.
Oh my God.
I'm all for it. I got Rhea. I got 12 on Rhea.
You and me, dude. We're like this. Me, I also have Rhea at 12. Dana, well, she also has Rhea, so I'm also going to put 12 on that for her as well. Do a little thing there, you know. Oh, no, wait, I can't do 12. I'm sorry, I can't do 12. We'll do 11.
You're 11?
No, Dana's 11 because she has 2 matches that she's more confident in.
All right. She's rocking the 11. All right, so we're going to close out night 1 here with, come on, let's be honest here. It's the main event. We have the Usos defending the undisputed tag team championships against KO, Sami Zayn. We all got 13 on this, right? Well, maybe me and you, I feel.
I'm trying. I'm thinking of the 2 matches that she picked. Is this me?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, so I'll just start with Dana's then. She did pick KO. and she did pick Sami. I'm thinking of the other one that she's most confident in. We could. It doesn't matter. We could do 12 on this. No, let's do 13 on this. Let's do 13. Yeah, 13. And I'm also 13 on KO and Sami. If I haven't used it already.
As expected. All right, so that's night one knocked out of the way.
You are doing the same thing, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I have 13 on Sami and KO.
Cool.
All right, we move on to night 2, and let's get this out of the way. We have. Oh my god, I completely forgot. Did they announce the 4th team yet?
It's Sonya and Chelsea Green.
Oh, okay. Oh, with all the complaining backstage and everything. Okay. So sorry, I made this last week and it was not announced yet. So just imagine if you're watching that Sonya and Chelsea Green are there. But honestly, it's better off that they're vacant. All right. So we have Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan versus Shotzi and Natty versus goddamn Chelsea and Sonya versus Ronda and Shayna.
Very good.
And this is I. So yeah, this is my come on. What are we doing here? None of these teams are tag teams. None of them. And there's reports out that like Ronda wanted to be in the tag division so she could take Shayna. Come on. I got 11 on Ronda and Shayna. What are we doing here?
Yeah, so funny story. If you thought Dana didn't know the men's one, like holy crap, she didn't know any of these guys. She hardly knew Liv. She don't know Raquel. She don't know Shotzi. She only knows Natty because Natty's been around forever. She only knows Ronda because we witnessed her debut in WWE. She only knows Shayna because it's Ronda's best friend.
The only people she knows are the friends and Becky and friends.
No, you know who she knew, which blew my motherfucking mind? Chelsea Green. I'm like, how? It's like, oh yeah, I remember her on Tough Enough, and then her first stint with NXT. I was like,
what?
I don't even remember that.
Oh yeah, I remember she just broke her elbow every time she.
I was like, I don't even remember that. So she picked Chelsea and Sonya, but then she was like, so what are you guys going to pick? I was like, well, I can't speak for Tove, but I'm pretty sure I'm picking Ronda and Shayna because they're probably like the best ones in the ring. I mean, let me rephrase that. They are the strongest ones in the ring, not the best in the ring.
And even if Ronda's hurt too, it's a tag team. It's enough where.
Right. So she reluctantly changed her pick to Ronda and Shayna. But I will say, if there was one other team that I think would win this match, I think it would be Chelsea and Sonya because they complain so much. However, I will put I'm going to go slightly under 11. I'll go 9.
You got 9?
I'll do 9. Dana will do. I'm going to put her at 5. I'll do 5. Because I don't think she knows what she's doing on this one.
All right. Let's move on to Hell in a Cell.
Dude, I am fucking excited for this match.
You got your boy, the Demon, Finn Balor, going up against a Brooding Edge.
I don't know, or maybe.
Who you rocking with?
Is this me?
I believe you start this.
All right. Hey, look, here's the deal. All right. WWE math, and I am a WWE mathematician. It's the only math I'm good at usually. Tells you that Edge, hands down, is going to win this motherfucking match. He's gotten, I think in this feud, he has gotten the lower hand, opposite of upper hand.
I feel like they always win. I feel like they just won the last match, him and his wife.
Yeah, but no.
Edge can't win this feud.
He's not going to.
No.
But I'm just saying, I feel like WWE math, with everything that Finn and the Judgment Day have done to Beth and everything like that, like Edge would win this match. And it's Hell in a Cell. Finn's never been in Hell in a Cell to my recollection. Edge has. Edge, as he said, was baptized in Hell in a Cell. That being said, you go over to Finn and he's bringing out the demon. Now, the last time he brought out the demon, he was made to look like a goddamn fool. And there ain't no fucking way that's going to happen again.
I'm glad you. Yes, I was going to mention that.
So, the road to the Raw branded top championship, whatever that may be, when they split these titles up, the road to that title starts WrestleMania for Finn Balor. And he's going to win. So I pick Finn. What am I working with? There's so many points, it's hard to keep track of. Oh my goodness. I am going to go with an 8 on Finn. That is the most I have that is not reserved.
I had 10 on Finn in my first draft. Which is crazy. I thought it was higher.
Dana, the poor thing, she's going Edge.
She confident in it?
She didn't seem like overly confident. Like, I'm going to put it at a 6. I'm not going to throw a 9 or a 10 on there.
She's got a 6 there. All right.
Yeah, she got a 6 there.
All right. It's a demon Finn Balor. And you already mentioned last time we saw the demon. Hey, we know Triple H loves Finn. Edge putting over Finn. Everyone in Judgment Day is winning at WrestleMania. If you haven't done the math yet here.
Oh, even Damian. Yeah, he's winning too.
Damian will be part of. He'll be part of the Dominik match, I'm assuming. But yes, everyone is going to come out victorious with Judgment Day, I believe. And yes, I got 7 on Finn. Originally, I had it a little bit higher. But again, things started brewing.
Ha!
I had 9 on. I had 3 on somebody, and now I'm going to be having like 9 on them. So just a feeling. All right, we have 4 more left here. Let's move on to. Let's do the only other non-title here. Brock Lesnar and Omos. I am starting this one off. We've seen Omos have the upper hand throughout this entire feud. They leak out stories that Brock Lesnar could potentially be saying his goodbyes and leaving. I don't believe any of that bullshit. I feel like the whole point of this match, even before we were talking about like, oh, F5 and Omos, it hasn't like when he was younger, he like F5 like the Big Show. Like, come on. Like,
I'm pretty sure there was Big Show, there was Mark Henry, Viscera maybe had a thing there.
It's going to be where we haven't seen Omos really get like manhandled by like anybody really for the most part. We're gonna get that big moment. We're gonna get an F5. I don't think this is the shock of like, oh my God, Goldberg beat Lesnar in like 10 seconds. I don't think it's going to be the longest match ever, but
what's your over? What do you over under 5 minutes?
I think it goes over, but not by much. I think that's a good number. I was originally maybe going to set it at like 3 something and put it up, but it's like, I think it goes about like, part of me thinks that if it's not going to be the main event, I think Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair should be like a minute match.
Really?
Yeah, I think that. I think Rhea should like just somehow like beat her quick. Like I don't know. That's just smacked my mic hard. That's a personal opinion, but I think. I mean, if it's the main event, obviously, like at the end, I don't see them doing that. But if it's not the main event, I could see them maybe doing that. I wouldn't mind that. But we're talking about Lesnar and Omos. I at some point had like 4 or 5 on Lesnar because I really thought like, oh, but Omos isn't ready to be Lesnar. No, I got 9 on Brock Lesnar.
Omos is an attraction. He ain't going to be in there to win matches, unfortunately. He's like the great Khali, even though Khali was a world champion at one point. He's kind of like the great Khali of this day and age. I won't be shocked if Omos in a year or so will be doing the kiss cam and making out with everybody. Not that that's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. I enjoyed the great Khali. He's in the Hall of Fame. Omos will probably be in the Hall of Fame just based off of his height and what he'll do for this moment, probably. I am going Brock Lesnar. I am throwing 11 on that sumbitch. And Dana, this was the other match that she was most confident in. So that is where her 12 is going on Brock Lesnar.
I like it. I like it. Smart. All right. Next up, we have Raw Women's Championship. We have Bianca Belair taking on Asuka.
Ooh, I fucked up. Sorry.
You are.
This is me. So I fucked up Dana's point system a little bit. I realized that I put 5 points on the women's showcase for her. Doesn't matter. Whatever. I'll have to put the 2 on this match or something. So who is it? Fucking Bianca versus.
We got Bianca versus Asuka.
She's on. Actually, I might have to double check with her. So actually, I'm going to go first, and then I'll have you go, and then we'll swing back to me. For me, it's Asuka. I think Asuka is having a really good run right now. The way she's reinvented herself is really, really cool. I'm not overly confident, but because of the way I did my points, I'm going to have to be overly confident. So I'm going to put a 7 on this.
7. Oh my god, I completely blanked. Who did you have 7 on?
Asuka.
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 This is gonna be our big difference.
Wow.
Crazy that you have that many on Asuka. I can't.
Well, again, it was either 6, 7, or 8, and
I can't believe
it.
All right. I think that she's been getting hit with this miss so much. I feel like maybe this is avoidance. This is about 1 year at her being champion. I don't know. I don't think it's time. I don't know. I think it stays on her. Maybe we could do some kind of heel turn with her soon, but I don't know. I got 3 on Bianca.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
So Dana just got back to me, and she's also on Asuka, and I will put her 2 points on Asuka.
Snap. I am in the mud. I'm taking dogs. All right. We move on now to, and if you want, I have to grab my charger real quick. So if you don't mind starting this one off, we are going to move to the IC title match. Gunther, Drew, and Sheamus. Let me grab
Well, this is, I mean, if we talked about Seth and Logan Paul stealing the show, this is another one that could steal night 2. Might steal the entire show. You have Sheamus, who has a narrative of never winning the Intercontinental title in his career. You have Drew McIntyre, who's Drew McIntyre, and, you know, is probably the second top guy in the business right now, maybe third. And then you have Gunther, who's probably up there as well, who's in the middle of a historic title reign. So I think they're going to go the distance with Gunther. I think they are going to kind of run with him as long as they possibly can. So I have Gunther retaining the Intercontinental title, and I will put an 8 on Gunther. My wife, Dana, she is on the, Sheamus has never won the Intercontinental title. Guess what? I'm going to go Sheamus. So Dana has Sheamus, and I will put a 10 on that for her.
And you have how many on Gunther?
8.
Hey, Sophia.
Daddy's here.
Alrighty, I will be up.
I too have 8 on Gunther. Everything you just said. I mean, if we're gonna be maybe taking the title off of Roman, I think that run with the IC title, I think we still need to have something there with that. And I get Sheamus not having that title. He could still maybe potentially get it in the future, maybe at SummerSlam. If he wants
So,
to.
like, the only thing that, like, I would say is if Roman loses, I'm assuming he's going to go on this little vacation. We know how vacations go for Shield members these days. But if he does go on this vacation, that's going to leave a massive, like, heel spot there. And I could see if they needed a heel to plug in against Cody, you could take the Intercontinental title off of Gunther and then do Gunther and Cody. The thing is, I don't think Gunther and Cody should be anywhere near each other because I think that is a feud that you can fucking run with for years.
It's a perfect
I
good
think
versus evil.
yeah, I don't think you want to do that yet because Cody would have to beat Gunther. You don't want Gunther to lose all this steam.
Yeah,
So
and Gunther's too strong. Like right now, just his run through the Rumble and everything. I just really like him. Just even when he gets interviewed and everything, I just really like the way he carries himself. So it might be more of like
there was a clip today. Well, at least I saw today where he said he plans on main event in WrestleMania 40.
That's what Ariel he was doing. I was watching Ariel.
I guess
Dude, we'll watch you. Triple threat, you, Cody, MJF. Let's go.
Dude, I mean, I'm all about Cody versus Gunther in the main event of WrestleMania 40. I think that is probably the odds-on favorite of being the main event at WrestleMania 40.
He did say that he hates triple threats, though.
He did. He
said that he would wish he wasn't like putting them, but come on, Gunther's winning.
Yeah, Gunther's winning.
I mean, but hey, if Sheamus pulls off this upset, she could be in a position to potentially
yeah, that'd be pretty wild.
pull a Seth Rollins WrestleMania 31 on us, and you and me are Roman and Brock, and she's Seth.
Jesus. I will not have a less than casual fan win this title. No way.
That leads us to the main event, the Undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns versus the American roller coaster Cody Rhodes. And let's just talk this out before we get our picks. I mean, like, all right, could you complete the story? Do you think the story needs to end right here? Could we hold this off and give Roman like over 1,000. So I don't know. Is he already? I don't know if he's already past that. Or do you think we could do this at SummerSlam instead, since everyone's expecting this? Like, this is like when I was in New Orleans for WrestleMania and everyone thought Roman was winning and they were booing. That was the beach ball year. And then they switched it up and they ended up having a great match, and Roman got busted open. Replays were in black and white because of all the blood. And Brock ended up winning. He infamously threw the title at Vince. Anyway, coming all the way back here now. Is this it? This is we're getting it. Cody's winning here?
You don't have to end it here. You really don't. I'd argue.
Do you want them? I'm sorry. Do you want them? Do you personally want them to end the story right here?
Honestly, there hasn't been much of a story. I mean, like, they've been face to face, like, what, twice?
And just referencing, like, his dad.
You know, so I feel like there's a lot to still tell, and there's still, like, I don't think they've scratched the surface with what they could do with these two. Obviously, you know, sometimes if it's time, it's time, but is it time? I'm not entirely too sure. I would kind of argue that there's more of a story of Roman retaining to try to get to 1,000 days as champion, and I don't know like where that will take us, but I mean, you could even have a story where, you know, it's the last show, whether it's a Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-view, whatever, it's the last show before he hits 1,000 days, and you could have one more title defense, and if he wins it, he gets to 1,000 days, and if he doesn't, it's the biggest heartbreak that there is, and he couldn't reach 1,000 days. And you could have him lose it on that show, whatever it may be, a Raw, a SmackDown, a PL.
The drawings would be, the ratings, I mean, would be ridiculous.
Right. Could you imagine putting that on TV, you know, if it just worked out that way? So there's a lot you could do. I don't think they're thinking that, but that's like something that I think about.
I want to put out, we haven't said his name at all here too, and I think he's going to be at the show. Randy Orton is going, I think, to be part of this show. And could have forgot about this, but way back before Randy Orton got hurt, who was he going to be in a program with? He was going to be working a program with Roman Reigns.
Was he?
He
was. Okay.
Or he was, I think that would be kind of like a weak way to, I don't see him maybe coming out and like costing the match for Cody to win, because I think that
if you're gonna put it on Cody, you gotta make it a clean win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm hoping the more Randy thing I'm kind of thinking is maybe a night after thing. Again, if you don't get a Jay White, maybe you get a Randy Orton answering an Austin Theory. I don't know, something. I'm not even thinking about brands or anything. He's on Raw, right? Like something.
I mean, there's apparently a draft happening April 10th and 14th. So pretend that there's no brands until.
Yeah. So I was thinking about this a lot this morning. Cody winning is cool. Me personally, deep down, I want to see Roman Reigns win this match. I know it's not the sexy pick. It's not my official pick, because I think they're gonna have the big moment. Cody's like, yeah, the most fireworks, and I think it's happening here, and I think there's a lot of story to tell with Cody having the title and then the bloodline going from having all the titles to having no titles. And I think that's the story they're going to tell.
Well, that's another thing. I mean, like, do you want to drain them all of their titles in one fell swoop? You know, you could do.
It's an interesting story if one of them loses and one of them doesn't either way.
Like Roman, you could be like, you know, I fucking did what I had to do. How come you two couldn't do what you had to do?
And it's credit to the storytelling. It's credit to the storytelling that they've done, because you could do it either way, where Roman's the head of the table and he loses to Cody and the Usos retain.
Could you imagine if
That's
that
a great, great story. And the same thing you just said, like the Usos lose, Roman retains. Like, you're not holding up. We're back to square one almost when he was feuding with the Usos and one by one and everything. And I think we're slowly going to get to, I think Cody winning, Bloodline not having titles, and all the stories we can tell with maybe the Bloodline slowly depleting. There's just so much. There's another year's worth plus of that story to tell. And again, credit to the writers. If there's any way this match goes, I think you could squeeze the hell out of it. But we got to make a prediction.
No, I don't want to.
I don't want to either.
It's stupid because I have way high of a number and it's like so inflated because like I don't want to put that on there, but I have no other points to put on there.
What do you have left?
I have a 6 left.
Do I have this?
I mean, if you want me to finish the last 3,
I have 10 on Cody.
Okay. I will have 6 on Cody, which means Dana will have 9 on Cody.
We did it.
All
All right. So I am going to run down these picks here real quick. So Sami and KO. I'm not going to do the points. I'm just going to say our picks. We all have Sami and KO. We all have Rhea.
Here.
We all have Ronda and Shayna.
Right here.
We all have Cody. Do we all have Lesnar? We all have Lesnar. You and me have Gunther. Dana has Sheamus. You and me have Finn. She has Edge. Me and you have Dominik. She has Ray. Oh, man, she's stealing this from us. This is our show. We're agreeing on a bunch, and she's like, nope. She's going to be laughing. Like, after night 1, she's already the champ. I have Theory. You both have Cena. We all have Seth Rollins. I have Bianca. You both have Asuka. I have Braun and Ricochet. You got Street Profits. And Dana also has Braun and Ricochet. And I have Becky and Friends. Dana has Becky and Friends. And you have Damage Control, right?
Yes, I do.
Yes, nailed it.
Very good.
All right, and that is our WrestleMania predictions.